Hello everyone, welcome to the BlackHat path. In the last video, we learned how to install Kali Linux and use some basic commands. In this video, we will learn how to manage files like copying, moving, renaming and deleting the files. And then we will understand file permissions in Linux. First, let's open our root terminal. Now create a working folder. For this, write mkdir target underscore data. Now let's move into this folder. Type cd target underscore data. Now we are inside the target underscore data folder. We can check by using command pwd. Now let's create some files. For this, we will write touch passwords.txt, users.txt and logs.txt. We can check the files using ls command. Right now these files are empty. So let's add some content in the files. For this we can write echo admin at 123. We will use this greater than sign. Then we will write passwords.txt. This will add the data into passwords.txt file. Similarly, we will write echo user1, user2, user3 and we will use the sign and type users.txt. This will add data into the users.txt. For logs, let's add multiple lines. We will write echo login attempt and logs.txt. Then we will write failed login and we can write access granted. Now let's copy a file. We will copy passwords.txt into a new file. For this, just write cp passwords.txt space backup.txt. This will create a copy of passwords.txt and name it as backups.txt in the same folder. You can check this by ls command. Here you can see that the name is changed as backup.txt. Now let's copy this file into another folder. For this, we will write mkdir backup underscore folder. Now copy the file into this folder. We will write cp passwords.txt space backup underscore folder. Just press enter. This will create a copy of passwords.txt inside backup folder. You can check this by going into the backup folder. For this, type cd backup folder, then type ls to see the files present in the backup folder. Let's just get into the previous folder. And now let's move files into a new folder. For this, we will create a new folder mkdir data. Now move files into this folder. We will write mv passwords.txt space users.txt and the name of the folder, which is data. This will move passwords.txt and users.txt into the data folder. Now move into the data folder by cd command and check the files using ls. You can see the files are now inside the folder. Now let's try to rename a file. For this, write mv passwords.txt space creds.txt. This will rename passwords.txt to creds.txt. You can check by typing ls. Now let's delete a file. Let's move to the previous folder and try to delete logs file. To delete the file, we will write rm space logs.txt. This will delete the file from the folder. You can check by typing ls. Here, the important thing is that once deleted, the file cannot be recovered easily. Now, if you want to delete a folder, you can type rm space dash r backup folder. This will delete the entire backup folder. So now we know how to manage files. But one important question is, who can access these files? That's where the file permissions come in. Let's check file permissions. For checking the file permissions, we will write ls-l. Here you can see the permissions granted to the different users like owner, group and others for the different files. In Linux, there are three types of permissions: read, write and execute. And these permissions are given to owners, group and others. Now let's try to understand this using an example. Here, this RWX is the first part and this is for the owner. RW dash is the second part and this is for the group. Then comes R dash dash, which is the third part. This is for others. Here, R means read, W means write and X means execute. So according to the example, here owner can read, write and execute. Group can read and write and others can only read. Now let's change some permissions. For this, we will write chmod space 777 creds.txt. This gives full permission, read, write and execute to everyone. We can check this using ls-l. Let's see another example. We will write chmod space 644 creds.txt. This means owner can read and write and group and others can only read. Remember this, that R is 4, W is 2 and X is 1. So 7 is equals to 4 plus 2 plus 1, which means full X's. 6 is equals to 4 plus 2, which is read and write. And 5 can be 4 plus 1, which is read plus execute. So in this video, we learned how to copy, move, rename and delete files, and also how file permissions work in Linux. Practice these commands because they are very important, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay sharp, and this is the BlackHat path.